right? I think Ryan Howard airballs a shot to win the game late. It lands in Angel Reese's lap. And collectively, the whole world said, yeah, she ain't making that. Collectively, the whole world said, oh, Angel Reese has it. Oh, and it's a layup. Yeah, she's breaking that. And lo and behold, point blank range to win the game. We get a classic Angel Reese pray up and a
Caitlin Clark absolutely destroyed the Atlanta Dream, as I knew she would. The GOAT, the MVP, put on a show and embarrassed Angel Reese, as she always does, because Angel Reese can't tie Caitlin Clark's shoelaces if her life depended on it. Caitlin Clark posted her 23rd career game with at least 25 points and 5 assists Sunday, now 5th.
Something happened in Atlanta that nobody in that building saw coming. Caitlin Clark didn't just beat Angel Reese. She embarrassed her in her own building, with her entire family watching from the stands. One frozen second, one unforgettable reaction, and the whole arena went quiet. This rivalry has crossed a line it can't uncross. The Indiana Fever rolled into Atlanta on a Sunday night in August, looking like a team that had finally figured out how to handle the pressure of a tight playoff race. What followed is the kind of night that gets replayed for years, every time somebody wants to talk about the ongoing story between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Clark finished with 26 points and 9 assists as the Fever ground out a 95-91 overtime win. And somewhere in the middle of all that noise, Reese managed to turn a golden chance to win the game in regulation into the kind of moment that makes an entire family shift uncomfortably in their seats. From the opening tip, this was never going to be a quiet rivalry game. Clark attacked the defense with the kind of confidence that comes from knowing she can create something out of almost nothing, slicing into the paint, kicking out to open shooters, forcing the Dream to scramble.
Not only that, the best part about all of this, about all of this, and I mean all of this, is as this happens, Caitlin's laughing at her. Caitlin is laughing at Angel Reese missing the open layup. This is my favorite WNBA picture of the season. Is Caitlin Clark just laughing at Angel Reese?
Every time she touched the ball, Reese, for her part, spent the early stretches battling on the glass, trying to impose her usual physical presence. But the shots that normally fall for her kept finding the rim instead of the net. She'd finished the night 5 for 16 from the field, the kind of shooting line that looks even rougher when the cameras keep cutting to the stands, where people who share her last name are sitting and trying to pretend everything is fine. Clark, meanwhile, kept the assists coming, finishing with 9 of them. Every time she found a teammate for an easy look, it felt like another quiet reminder of who was actually running the show. The first half belonged to the Dream in stretches, with Alisha Gray pouring in points from every angle and the Atlanta bench feeding off the energy of a home crowd that still believed their team could close this out. Reese grabbed rebounds like it was her personal mission that night.
Because if KK continued to play like this, I feel like we all knew KK had it in her. She just had to find her grit. And that is exactly what KK did today. KK showed up in overtime and pivotal moments. KK kept the fight within itself throughout this game. And I cannot tell you I'm happy enough. Kelsey Mitchell, 19 games.
Finishing with 14 of them and even adding 6 assists. Numbers that look respectable on paper, until you remember how many of those possessions ended with her missing open looks right under the basket. Clark kept Indiana within striking distance by refusing to force anything, letting the game come to her, and picking apart the Dream's defense with passes that left Atlanta's bigs looking a step slow. By the time the third quarter rolled around, the Fever had settled into a rhythm that felt inevitable. And Clark's ability to control the tempo made Reese's early energy look less like dominance and more like wasted motion.
Caitlin Clark, take it to the rack. When she takes it to the rack, I don't think defenders are prepared for how quick Caitlin Clark is. I don't think defenders are prepared for how quick and how easy she can get to the rim. They're just not prepared for it. She does it pretty effortlessly, and she finishes at a high clip as well. I've said it. I've been beating the drum. Caitlin Clark this season has showed that she is an elite.
Then came the fourth quarter, the stretch where everything that had been building all night finally came to a head. The score stayed tight. The crowd stayed loud. Every possession carried the weight of a possible playoff positioning shift. Reese kept working the offensive glass, but the finishing touch that usually defines her game simply wasn't there. She had multiple chances to put the Dream ahead, or at least level the score, and the ball kept bouncing off the iron in ways that made the whole arena groan. Clark, meanwhile, kept finding ways to impact the game without needing to score on every trip. Her 9 assists were the product of constant scanning of the floor, and whenever the Dream overcommit to stopping her,
Reese played dirty as usual. She's turning into DJ Currency 2.0. Blatantly smacks Kelsey Mitchell in the face. Might have to make a whole nother damn video about that alone, bruh. But let's check out the box score here. Michaela Timpson, 33 minutes, 20 points, 9 of 13 from the field, 7 rebounds, 2 of 4 from free throw land. Aaliyah Boston, 37 minutes played, 18 points, 14 rebounds. Caitlin Clark,
she simply found the open teammate who could finish. But nothing in the fourth quarter compared to what happened with the clock bleeding toward 0. The score sat tied at 81. The Dream had the ball, and Reese somehow found herself with a putback opportunity that looked automatic. The rebound came to her with almost no resistance. The rim was right there. For a split second, it seemed certain the home team would walk away with a win in regulation. Instead, the ball refused to drop. It came off the side of the rim in a way that felt personal, and the arena fell into that specific kind of silence that only happens when a star player misses a shot she's made 1,000 times before.
The Atlanta Dream just failed. The Atlanta Dream just got made a fool of by the Indiana Fever in an overtime game. Might I add, it shouldn't have been an overtime game because they had 3 chances to make the game end right then and there. The game should have concluded in the fourth and final quarter. First of all, we had Ryan Howard attempt a 3, brick. Angel Reese attempts a layup. She got the rebound after Ryan Howard bricked that 3 in the fourth and final quarter. It was 81 points to 81.
Caitlin Clark was just on fire on her. Look at this back and forth, give and go. KK getting smart. I think Caitlin knows something that we don't know about KK. She's been so confident in giving KK that ball. She's been leveling KK game up. She's been leveling up, man. KK about to get that paper. Another entry pass to Aaliyah Boston cooking up. Man, this game was crazy. This game was crazy, man. Aaliyah Boston going to work, dumps it all. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Caitlin throwing it to the corner. Ty was still on.
Clark was positioned close enough to see the entire sequence unfold. And what followed wasn't a celebration. It was something quieter and somehow more pointed. A subtle, almost polite expression of pure satisfaction, the kind that does more damage than any outburst ever could. While Reese stood there processing what had just happened, Clark simply moved on, already thinking about overtime. Somewhere in the stands, a group of people who'd come to support their relative suddenly had a new memory they'd rather forget. Overtime belonged to the Fever from the opening possession. Clark continued to orchestrate.
With Reese leaking out, finds her. And Reese can't finish the layup.
Y'all, this is why people are watching women's basketball. It's because of this. Remember, that's what she said. This is why. It's not just because of one person. It's because of her too. It's because of her missing wide open layups like this. It's because of her missing 2-3 times underneath the basket. Meanwhile, you got Caitlin Clark draining 3 after 3 from the damn near parking lot while being defended by 2 people.
Knocking down free throws down the stretch, and the contrast between her composure and Reese's frustration felt almost designed to highlight the gap between how the 2 players handle the biggest moments in a game. The Fever improved to 23-12 with a win, keeping themselves firmly in the mix for home court advantage. The Dream dropped to 21-13, left to sit with the knowledge that they'd let a winnable game slip away on their own floor.
Brick. She tries to throw up a layup. Brick. Naz Hillman rebounds Angel Reese's brick layup. She tries to throw up a layup. Brick. This is clown behavior. They was up 10 points in the beginning of the third quarter. In the third quarter, I believe the score says 62-72. Fever had 62 points to the Atlanta Dream 72 points. They blew it. Blew a 10-point lead. doing clownery, just clownish
Caitlin
act.
Clark, the only player in WNBA history to average 26 and 9 assists over a 10-game span. Ever in the history of ever. Let's get to the game. It went to overtime, 95-91. Michaela Timpson, 20 points on 9 of 13. 7 rebounds, 1 block shot. Caitlin Clark, 26